What's the deal? What's happening? This is going to be my hardest video to do, but this is also going to be my most important video. I have no idea how to start. I apologize in advance because although all my videos are shitty, this video is going to be pretty fucking sporadic and probably all over the place. But I'm happy that I'm finally at a place where I could tell this story. And I'm happy that I finally have an understanding and I have enough confirmation to tell this story. I went for a run today and I ran about 5 miles, easy peasy. And when I got done running, I decided to man up and call my baby mama. The conversation went good, considering, because I didn't think we would talk at all. So the fact that she was willing to have a conversation with me, like she hung up on me at first and then she called me back. And so, I give her points for that. I don't know what to say, homie. Like talking to her, I realized that I really love my baby mama, homie. I love her and I respect her. And like my self-worth, like my happiness is tied to her, which makes a lot of sense. Because for the longest time, not for the longest time, but for a few years, since I've been with my wife and I left Cali, I've just been unusually empty on the inside, unusually dead. And no matter what I do, no matter who I talk to, no matter who I'm with, no matter what drugs I do, no matter how much money I make, I still feel empty. I still feel like there's a big ass void inside of me. Talking to my baby mama today made me really happy. It put a smile on my face just to hear her voice, just to know that she was still the bitch that she always is. What does that mean? I don't know what that means. Does it mean that she didn't rape me? She kept asking me that shit. It kind of felt like I was being recorded. So I wouldn't put it past her. But whether I believe that she raped me or she believes that she raped me, it doesn't matter because we are American, right? We are American citizens. And by law, what she did to me is defined as statutory rape. By law. It doesn't matter what I think. Although I'm going to say a lot of things that may sound nice and lovey-dovey in this video, I need you to understand. When I said that she molested me, or she raped me, or she groomed me, that was me accepting the reality of the situation, because I agree with the law. Not at first. Like people always ask me, did you always feel like you was raped? Not at first. But that's the whole definition of being groomed. That's the whole definition of child abuse, right? Of being coerced, right? Even if it wasn't intentional. I don't think she intentionally did it. I think my baby mama is like slow. Like not in a disrespectful way, but my baby mama is not more she's not more mentally advanced than me. Clearly, right? Because she was messing around with me when I was 12 years old and I was able to convince her that I was older. I was able to convince her to have a baby with me. You know what I mean? And so clearly she didn't have that mental maturity. That's not me being mean. These are just facts based off the situation. But I agree because I saw my 12-year-old child, my 14-year-old child, and like I said, I don't give a fuck how mature he is. He should not be a parent at that age, and he should not be intimate with a grown-ass woman. He should not be intimate with a woman who has 5 years over him. And if he is going to be intimate, like there's nothing I can do, he keeps sneaking behind my back to go be with this woman, then it is my job to make sure that this woman does what the fuck she's going to do or does what the fuck she's supposed to do to protect my fucking son. Because my son is vulnerable. My son is gullible. My son is a child. He is not mature enough to really understand the decisions that he's making. And you, because you have more experience than him, And because you're just entertaining this shit, and because you fell victim to fucking, physical pleasures and lust and emotions, right? You're responsible for his well-being. And I would make that fucking loud and clear. I'm responsible too as his parent, but bitch, don't do nothing fucking stupid, because he loves you and he's caring for you the best way that he can. And if you don't want to care for him and protect him, then you need to get the fuck out of his life. But here's the thing. Once my baby mama decided to have kids by me, it shouldn't have been an option to love me or not. It shouldn't have been an option to protect me or not. Because at that moment, I turned on everything and everybody who could possibly protect me, I turned on my mom to protect my baby mama. And my baby mama turned on me because her feelings was hurt, because at the end of the day, she knew from the beginning that I wasn't attracted to her. And I guess she was hoping that, by me having kids by her and this and that, I don't know. But maybe she was hoping that one day I would become attracted to her. Maybe one day she was hoping that I would grow to love her, which I did. I always loved her. I always cared for her. I'm still not attracted to her. I still don't like her. She's a bitch. For one, what is attraction? You gotta understand, I give myself the excuse that, I'm traumatized, I'm fucked up mentally, But let's not make any excuses. Let me tell you what it is. I don't know what attraction is. When I think of attraction, I think of fuckability. I think of physical fuckability, or I think of like your level of beauty in my eyes. But your level of beauty in my eyes, aside from love, if we're just talking about attraction, can only be expressed when compared to other beauty. Does that make sense? Because you're gonna be beautiful to me, even if you're ugly, right? Even if you're ugly as fuck compared to beauty in other people, you're gonna be beautiful to me because you are mine, right? My child, he may be ugly. And I know that he's fucking ugly. But he's gonna be beautiful to me because he's my fucking child. You understand? Same thing with my woman. My woman may be fucking ugly. But if she's my woman, and if she's playing that part, she's making me happy, whatever, she's following the role of my woman, then guess what? She's going to be a beautiful fucking woman because she's fucking mine. But that's not what we're talking about, right? But just talking about beauty and attraction in the most common terms. And I think the most common terms is in comparison to other beauty, right? On a scale of 1 to 10, right? You can't have a scale if there aren't any other numbers there, right? So in comparison, do I think that my baby mama is attractive? No. There's a lot of other women out there who are way more attractive than her. And I would rather be seen with those women than be seen with her. I would. Especially when you add on how she treats me. Now, when I was young, I didn't know that she was just acting like any other woman would act. I didn't know that because she was my first interaction with a woman. And she dominated me physically. She was bigger than me, taller than me. She was older than me. She had more experience than me. And so there was a lot of ego involved, childish ego, childish emotions. You know what I mean? When she would act out and she would be emotional and she would show her jealousies and she would try to be aggressive towards me and do all these different things. I thought she was just trying to control me. I thought she was just trying to be evil towards me. You know what I mean? I didn't know she was just being a regular woman because I never had experience with women. And the truth be told, she never gave me any leeway in that. Like, she dated other people before me. So she kind of has an understanding of men, right? A little bit, even if it's not a lot. I had none. And I was treated as if I was supposed to know how to handle the situation, although I had never handled a situation like that before. I failed. Like, There was no other fucking choice for me. Like, to be honest with you, success wasn't a fucking option. It wasn't. There was no way. Unless I was like a beta man, a pushover man, just a fucking cockhold, fine honey, just a Norbit type of guy. There was no fucking way I could have fucking succeeded in that situation. There was no way. So no, I wasn't attracted to her. And I'm still not. But I do love her. I've always cared about her. You know what I mean? Because she's my first friend ever. Like my first real friend that really like stayed on the phone and talked to me, gave me advice, understood what I was going through with my mom. And like she sucked my dick for the first time. Like, I don't know about you, but getting your dick sucked at 12 years old does something to you. And, when we were talking on the phone, she kept bringing up the fact that, she was trying to leave. And then whenever she left, I would reel her back in, taking my words back, this, and that. I don't know if that's true. I can't remember. That was a long time ago. But I wouldn't put it past her because here's the thing. I wouldn't put it past me, I should say. Here's the thing. Getting your dick sucked at 12 years old is not something that you just want to fucking let go of. You get what I'm saying? And aside from that, just everything that she was bringing to the table. I didn't have nobody else. Like, my mom, at the time, dude, my mom was being a hoe. You got to understand the situation I was in. I used to walk into the living room. So, check this out. When we first moved to California, my mom was new pussy on the block, okay? Young pussy at that. My mom had me at 16. We moved to the block when I was 12, so that would make my mom 6 plus 2, 28. New young pussy on the block. All these teenage boys was on my mama, right? To the point where these niggas would like befriend me just so they can come and fuck my mama. Here's an example. And my mama would entertain it. So one day, this guy, he comes over, he brings his Xbox. I never had an Xbox growing up, okay? So it was a big deal to me. And he had the Matrix game. Matrix is one of my favorite fucking movies. This is a big deal. I like this guy. And this guy is my baby mama's best friend, okay? So I feel cool. I feel super cool, okay? This is older kid. He's coming over. He's bringing his games. Like, this is fucking cool, okay? Like, I remember to this day, I'm about to cry. I'm trying not to cry in this video, but I can remember how I felt. Come on, dad ass don't cry. Dad ass don't cry. Dad ass don't cry. Dad ass don't cry. All right, I'm just gonna talk. I'm sorry for crying, but I don't have a lot of time left. 30 minutes is not gonna be enough to tell this story, but look, I can remember how I felt when C.O.A.D came over. I felt so fucking happy and so fucking cool. And we, I don't know, all of a sudden he disappeared. He left my room and he was gone for a while. And I was like, where is this guy? Where is he? Why did he leave, So I get up to go look for him. And I remember walking through the hallway. There was this long hallway. And I remember walking through the hallway. And then at the end of the hallway, there's a door. You open the door. If you look to the right, my mom had tables set up with computers and shit, right? Because, we were homeschooled and shit. So my mom had a little computer set up like my whole life. Like a little education corner. And I remember walking through that fucking door, cuz. And this nigga is sitting on my mama's lap, butt naked. Butt naked, sitting on my mama's lap, cuz. That shit hurt so fucking bad. It hurt so fucking bad. I hated my mom. Like, I was so fucking mad. I didn't understand. But to be honest with you, like, I hate her for it now. Like, I gotta be real with my emotions. It's hard to fucking try to, like, track your emotions, especially when you spend so much time smoking your emotions away and getting high so that way you don't have to feel this shit. So, forgive me if I'm saying a lot of contradictory shit. And I'm sorry for crying. I know dad don't cry. I'm really trying to hold this shit together, but I don't have time to fucking like fix myself because I gotta get this video out and I gotta go pick up my kids. So at the moment, I probably blew the shit off. I'm pretty sure I did. I know I did, but that shit affects me. It affects me. You know, my mom did a lot of shit like that. You know, my mom, like, my first son is named after my brother, who was fucking my mom. Like, my mom is legit in love with this nigga. But while he was alive, he was my brother. Like, I called him my brother. You know, I thought of him like my brother. Like, when he used to come around, I used to get excited because I'm the oldest blood sibling of my mother, right? So I don't have any big siblings. I don't got nobody older than me. So having these older people around, these older kids around, meant so fucking much to me. And all these motherfuckers wanted to do was fuck my mom, cuz. So my baby mama was the only person that, like, I thought, or just, she was the only person that made me feel, I don't know, cared for. She was the only person I could fucking talk to about this shit. I didn't have nobody else to talk to about this shit. So you can kind of get an understanding of like how much she means to me and how and why having her in my life is so important to me. You know what I mean? I don't know what to call it. I don't know. Did she imprint on me? Did she groom me? Did she just attack all my vulnerable spots and just like, you know, like a drug and get me hooked on her? Like, I don't know, but to be honest with you, homie, if she would have protected me and cared for me and loved me, instead of making excuses to hate me, making up reasons to hate me, I would have never told the world that she raped me. I would have never admitted that she raped me, even though I shouldn't have had to. But yeah. Unfortunately, bro, that's all I can say about this shit right now because the video about to end. So I guess you could call this chapter 1 because I'm ready to talk about this shit and I'm not going to wait until I can write a book. Fuck it. Fuck a book. You know? Fuck a book. I can't even write anymore. And I'll explain that tomorrow. So I love you, my nigga. Keep your head up. Never get fed up. Don't give up. Stack your motherfucking bread up. Some. Popcorn player. Holla at me tomorrow, my nigga. I got more to talk about.